Hi, this is your host, Mark-Luc Carrier, welcoming you back to Fakes, Frauds, and Phonies, as we continue to take a look at the incredible work of master forger Han van Meegeren. Now, we left off last week when he was challenged by the creation of veritable or credible craquelures on a painting. These age wrinkles of a canvas, much like those on human skin, are initially caused by dehydration. The amount of paint surface diminishes as the oil in the medium evaporates, pushing and pulling at the edges of the canvas as it retracts and resulting in a network of cracks. As the years go by, these fissures will fill with dirt and detritus and present a darkened aspect. But a hidden process of crackling continues unseen beneath the paint layer. Over a long period of time, say a few hundred years, depending on the quality of care a painting receives, the cracks migrate from the surface of the painting through to the various layers, all the way to the gesso layer just short of the actual canvas itself. An X-ray examination would clearly show the crackling going right through the painting, helping confirm the age. Surface cracks in a newer painting, referred to as youth craquelures, have yet to migrate beyond the color layer, so X-rays in this case would reveal undamaged underlayers. This could also be evidence of a forgery. Swindlers have long had problems creating convincing networks of craquelures. There are even cases of cracks being drawn on the canvas. Enter Van Meegeren with his new bag of tricks. Here again, one cannot help admiring the fellow's ingenuity. Van Meegeren, as we've seen, scraped away the paint layer of authentic 17th century paintings right down to the gesso, doing this very carefully to retain the craquelure on the ultimate stratum just short of bare canvas. He then discovered that if he applied a thin preliminary color layer, he could coax the authentic crackling pattern to the surface by baking the canvas in his oven. No, you heard me right, baking his canvas in an oven. Like a roast beef. Once the canvas had cooled, he would add yet another thin layer of color and bake it again. The crackling obediently rose to the surface. Van Meegeren repeated this process until the X-ray revealed a pattern of real craquelure going right through from the color layer to the gesso, except in this case, the crackling went from the bottom up rather than the other way around, as in genuine old paintings, but no one had any way of knowing that. Van Meegeren's arrest came only days after the end of World War II, but not on charges of forgery, as you might expect. No, he faced a far more serious accusation, especially in the context of the time. He'd sold Goering, that notorious Nazi, an alleged Vermeer called the Adulterist, and on the premise that his rediscovered works were genuine, the post-war government of the Netherlands charged him with spoliation of the national treasure by selling an old master to the hated Nazi occupiers. Now, at the time, if I'm not mistaken, they had the death penalty for that crime. So you'll find our friend Van Meegeren standing up in a courtroom as a defendant, and very unlikely statement, he turned to the judge and said, "Look, I'm just an ordinary crook." Anyway, we'll see that next week. Well, that's it for this episode of Fakes, Frauds, and Phonies. Please subscribe, and if you're a victim of art fraud, please write to me. My email is fakesandfrauds, all in one word, at writeme, WRITEME.com. In closing, please note that a illustrated print version of Fakes, Frauds, and Phonies is available at Amazon worldwide in Kindle or paperback format. So this is your host, Mark-Luc Carrier, saying bye-bye for now.